abnormal siya,
Yes.
retarded siya, na baka may autism siya.
Welcome to Unbreakable Nation. Andito tayo ngayon sa Go Beyond Travel Services sa QC para pag-usapan kung ano Social Pragmatic Communication Disorder at ano ba ito sa Autism Spectrum Disorder. So today, meron tayong guest para i-discuss at ikwento sa atin ang kanyang experience sa kanyang anak na merong diagnosis nito. Welcome to Unbreakable Nation. Right now, we have our guest, Pastor Butch.
Magandang umaga po, Pastor Butch. Pastor po ako sa isang maliit na Baptist church dito sa Quezon City.
Ano pangalan ng church?
Family Christian Fellowship, mahanap niyo po kami along Don Antonio Heights sa may Holy Spirit Drive.
Tapat ng Glad Cafe.
Tapat ng Glad Cafe, katabi ng Army Navy.
Huwag na yung Army Navy, walang ano yan, walang sponsor sa akin yan eh.
Walang sponsorship pala yan. So,
Glad Cafe lang. Joke lang.
pwede po ako bilan ng kape.
So sige, let's introduce Pastor Butch. Can you tell us something more about yourself para sa mga nanonood?
Pastor na po ako ng FCF, Family Christian Fellowship, around 3 years. May asawa for almost 16 years now. And then,
Happily married o married lang?
kami, papalit ko pa ba yun? Malaking pagpapala na, swerte-swerte ko na nga, papalit ko pa. May anak pa kaming dalawa, isang 13-year-old at isang 10-year-old.
So sino yung pag-uusapan natin ngayon?
Yung panganay po natin. Panganay ko po ay si Ahmed at siya ay 13 years old na at siya po ay na-diagnose nung 4 years old siya na Social Pragmatic Communication Disorder.
Ang haba.
Haba.
So ano ba to? In a nutshell, ano tong diagnosis na to?
Okay po. So, yung SPCD o Social Pragmatic Communication Disorder, bago po siya na category na nilagay sa DSM-5 or the manual po ng diagnosis ng mga psychologists po natin. 2013 lang actually siya naisama. Coincidentally, 2013 din. Pinanganak yung anak ko. At ginawa nila yung diagnosis na ito, yung category na ito, hiwalay sa Autism Spectrum Disorder. At dahil napansin nila na yung mga batang na-categorize under ASD, pero dapat SPCD, meron silang characteristics na wala sa may autism. So they decided to make this new category para lang mahiwalay ang mga bata at mabigyan sila ng ibang treatment to address their difficulties.
So, prior 2013, categorized sila under ASD.
Yes, so po.
So, pero na-realize nila, siguro, I am assuming na wala yung repetitive behaviors.
May ganoon.
Meron din.
May sa case po kasi ng anak po namin, nandoon yung siguro may ibang mga parents dito na may anak na may ASD, yung paglalayin niya ng mga laruan.
So meron din yung similarities.
Pero nawala po siya.
Okay.
Mabilis po siyang nawala nung nagsimula na siya. At yung doktor po namin mismo ang nagsabi na hindi po ito autism. Siya po yung nag-declare sa amin. And right then and there actually when she shared the diagnosis to us, doon na din nalaman namin yung tungkol sa SPCD.
So you mentioned 4 years old siya. No, so you realized na there's something different nung 4 years old siya?
It was because the brother arrived. When our second son arrived, nagkaroon ng marked differences nakita po namin. Kasi po itong panganay po namin, 1 year and a half pa lang, marunong na sa alphabets, and then marunong na sa numbers from 1 to 20, and then marami na siyang nasispell na words na mahaba.
Mm-mm.
So, akala lang namin ay medyo henyo siya.
Mm-mm.
Pero ang kulang pala doon na napansin namin ay hindi siya masalita.
Okay.
So, nagsimula sa notion na baka delayed lang siya. So,
Yun na nga. Tatanong ko dapat
baka delayed lang siya at may iba rin nagsabi, antayin natin.
Mm-mm.
Ganon. Pero nung dumating yung kapatid niya, wala pang 1-year-old, nagdadaldal na.
Okay.
Doon yung aming, in a sense, wake-up call. Kung
So, tsaka pa lang kayo nagpatingin sa
kami
DepEd. Okay.
Tapos, by that time din kasi, meron siyang, nakasali siya parang play school sa dati po niyang school. At may nag-advise na rin yung guidance counselor. Ito, pwede nating i-recommenda. So, dahil din sa school, kaya nagkaroon kami ng slot. Ang hirap makuha ng slot sa developmental pediatrician. Pero nakakuha kami by the school at doon kami nakakuha ng diagnosis.
So, paano yun? Kasi di ba sa autism, pupunta ka sa DepEd, then papa-undergo ka nila ng therapy, and then at a such age, and after the interventions, tsaka pa lang pwede ma-diagnose ng autism. So, how about dito sa diagnosis ni Emmet? Ganon din ba?
I was kind of hesitant at first. Kasi nag-alaga ako ng pamangkin na may ASD. And I knew, I thought I knew what ASD was. And then there were some people who were saying na baka may autism siya. So, just to clear it out, syempre, punta na rin kami sa DepEd.
Pero nung narinig mo, how did you handle that na baka may autism siya? How did it make you feel?
Yung initial reaction ko is, nag-alaga ako ng pamangkin ko na may ASD. Alam kong may ASD siya, diagnose siya may ASD siya. That's not ASD. Ganun kaagad ako. So, that's not ASD. And then, only then, nung later on, napansin nga namin na nagsalita na yung kapatid niya. And then, hirap pa siya mag-communicate. Doon ko na-realize na, I may be right na hindi siya ASD, but maybe something else. Makaiba siya. And then, that's when, sumunta kami sa DepEd, and I was affirmed na hindi nga siya ASD. Actually, siya po mismo ang
So, day one, nasabi ka agad?
Siya mismo ang nagsabi na ito yun, at sinabi na sa amin yung pagkakaiba. First, she interviewed us parents sa mga observation po namin. Pagkatapos, pumasok na si Emmet doon at nagkaroon siya ng some series of assessments. Verbal and non-verbal assessments. So, salita siya, may pinagawa sa kanya, and then, what was very surprising for us, nung nirelease na yung results, ito nga, and then we were surprised, ano yung SPCD, she explained to us. And then what she was saying was, your son has the literacy, reading capacity of a grade 6 student.
Okay.
He was 4 years old. A grade 6 student.
Magaling.
But the comprehension, mababa.
So, meaning, advance yung reading niya, pero hindi niya talaga naiintindihan?
Hindi niya naiintindihan. Nababasa niya. Phonics was good. Diba sabi ko kanina, marunong siya sa alphabet. He knows the phonic sounds. He can pinpoint the letter if you make the phonic sound. He can spell out long words. But if you tell a story, he'll just repeat the story. Hindi niya nag-grasp.
Actually, ganun din ako hanggang ngayon.
Sabi ko nga. Minsan, ganun din naman ako. Yan po.
Okay.
So, yun po. Ganun yung ano. And then,
Paano sa normal conversations? Like, kunyari, joking, ganyan.
hirap siya noon. Hirap siya. He will take things literally.
Okay.
Everything was just black and white. Walang masyadong gray. And then when you go into the gray area, especially when you have figurative language, na images, metaphors, nahihirapan na siyang
So, how is his
process.
social skills?
Doon po actually ang pinaka naging struggle niya. Marked na characteristic na isang batang may SPCD ay hindi po siya makasunod sa social cues, sa rules of social convention. Na madalas, mahihinuha, ma-infer ng isang normative na bata. And then, ifa-follow ng bata na yon how to talk to elders, how to talk to peers. Yon, siya, hindi niya makuha yon. Ang isa pang mark characteristic niyan ay kapag maturuan na siya, na ganito yung paraan, gagawin na sa lahat. Matanda, kaedad, sobrang bata. May co-teacher kami. Hinawakan siya sa damit. Hi! Gusto niya hubarin ang damit niya.
Ah, really?
One time, hinawakan siya sa buhok. Gusto niyang bunutin ang buhok niya.
So yung ganong characteristic, saan yon?
Yun yung nagpaano sa amin kung meron nga ba siyang ASD o hindi. When we discussed that with the doctor, ang sabi niya, that's his hypersensitivity. Dahil it's engaging with others. Kasi kapag sa amin, wala.
So meron din siyang hypersensitivity.
Pero noon yun.
Noon yun.
Before he learned how to interact or deal with others in terms of social engagements.
Paano to naging different dun sa typical na ginagawa namin sa mga OT?
Okay. Nagkaroon din po siya ng occupational therapy and then nagkaroon po siya ng speech therapy rin. Eventually, ang pangatlo po niya ay social thinking. I will discuss that a little bit later. Yung sa OT po niya, he had to learn to follow instructions. He had to learn how to deal with his emotions.
I see.
May very clear na isang example na ginawa ng therapist niya sa kanya. Dahil nga, andun na, may mga laruan, sabi ng OT, laro ka muna. Andun na naman, nilinya niya. And then, ginawa ng OT, she moved one of the toys with her foot. Binalik naman. She did it again. Binalik na naman. Nung pangatlo, naiyak na siya, nainis siya. And then, I can clearly remember, tinanong niya sa kanya, how do you feel? Why does that make you feel this way? And then, he was able to express himself. Kasi doon po ang main struggle ng SPC. He could not express himself. And there are times, even now, he would still have a hard time with that. He has a hard time with syntax, the right words to use.
So when you say na he's having a hard time to explain it himself, it doesn't mean tulad nung sabi na may speech problem na hindi makapagsalita. Siya nakakapagsalita siya.
Eventually nakapagsalita po siya.
So nagkaroon siya ng challenge magsalita.
Yes, noon po. Actually, we keep on saying na he learned to speak. He learned to communicate because of his brother. Wala siyang choice. Kinakausap siya ng kapatid niya.
Okay.
So, sumasagot naman siya. And then, nag-engage siya and he continues to engage with us. Pero sa loob pa lang ng pamilya. Sa labas, he had to learn how to do that. He had to learn how to ask questions. He had to learn how to say, how are you? And keep the conversation going. Which is what was taught to us, kahit kami parents na natuto, what was taught to us sa social thinking therapy niya. Yun yung
So there's a social thinking therapy na separate. So,
yun yung pangatlong therapy na.
Okay. How did it impact you or your faith or kinwestiyon mo ba si Lord because of that?
That time, hindi pa po ako pastor. He was born when we received the diagnosis. But still, bilang Christians kami ni Mrs., we ended up questioning why. Why did we have this particular struggle? It became very personal to me because I was an English teacher. I was a communication teacher. I was a language teacher. And I have a son who has difficulty in the things that I teach.
And then your son cannot speak.
So, ganun, no? Malaking struggle siya personally for me. That I had to specifically meditate on what God's message is through disability. So, I had to, and I still have to, gain the perspective na the disability is not because of sin. The disability is not because of some error you did in the past. But the disability is a challenge given to people to realize that we cannot control everything, and that we have to deepen our faith in the God who does have sovereignty. And I have to let go of some expectations. And I have to accept that my dreams, my wishes for this kid may not be his wishes and dreams for himself. So I
Yes.
have to state to myself, Lord, ano ang wish and
Mm-mm.
dreams mo
Yes.
para sa bata? Bigyan sila ng opportunity, sila pareho,
Mm-mm.
kung ano ang ari nilang tahakin. And
Mm-mm.
then, help them decide what to choose. And be there, whatever that may be. For now, he has regular piano lessons.
Wow.
Let me tell you, asawa ko, pianista.
Mm-mm.
Ako, nag-aral talaga ako ng notes.
Mm-mm.
Mas mabilis na siya ngayon
Ah,
magbasa.
talaga?
Sabi ko, And then, history, he loves memorizing things. Dates, names, places, you name it. Tanungin mo kung kailan naging presidente si Cory Aquino, alam niya yan, at kailan pa natapos. Ganoon.
Kung magaling siya sa place, pwede siya dito sa Gobian.
Pahingi nga akong plot to plan. Yeah.
So, question, you mentioned kanina, nag-homeschool din siya.
Yes po.
Before nag-mainstream, tama
Yes po.
ba?
Mainstream, homeschool, mainstream.
Ah,
The
I see.
homeschool was primarily because of the pandemic.
Ah, okay. So you mentioned, kanina na-share mo yung mga problems nyo kay Emmet. Outside the family, paano yung nagka-problem ba siya dealing with other people? Meron ba tayong discrimination situation? Ganyan.
First challenge that we faced were the questions from relatives.
I see.
So, abnormal siya.
Yes.
Retarded siya.
Mm-mm.
I mean, those words noon na ginagamit,
Mm-mm.
normal siya noon,
Mm-mm.
but they are discriminatory now.
Yes.
And then, there was a time, medyo nawirduhan pa ako ng pakiramdam ko noon. Pinasinta ko ang kanyang PWD ID sa isang 7-Eleven. And then, tingnan ng babae, ng cashier, tingnan niya anak ko. Disabled pala siya. Diba? Bilang magulang, marinig mo yun. The Philippine culture in general, and probably the world in general, needs to
Have more awareness.
realign
Mm-mm.
their thoughts about people with disabilities. Yes, there are people who have disabilities that are apparent, readily evident visually, like
Yes.
those who have ailments on their limbs, okay, or
Yes.
probably they're blind, they're
Mhm.
deaf, sure. But there are a lot of disabilities that we cannot see.
Yes, non-visible.
And for our son, it was that. And many people actually magsabi later on, ngayon na, ay, parang wala naman. Yan. So, the first challenges we encountered were relatives. Ba't ganyan siya? And then we had to explain it as technically as possible para lang hindi ma-demystify. Okay? Ma-demystify yung idea. I would use the term. Actually, we avoided the disorder. Kasi pag narinig na nila yung salitang disorder, ay, problema siya. Ganon. Ay, hindi na yan lalaki na. Ay, naku, pag adult na siya, mahihirapan siya. Granted, those were thoughts that we still have as parents. How will he be as an adult? But we had to demystify the idea na he is functional. He can do a whole lot of other things.
Yes.
And we would always add, he's even smarter than us.
Correct. Iba lang talaga yung approach nila. Di ba? So, you mentioned about the problems. And for me, I can say that you've come a long way. I can say it's a success sa inyo. Kudos sa inyong parents. But, syempre, I think there's also a support, no? Like the community, your church, the school. Paano nakatulong yung mga aspects na yon sa situation nyo? Or kay Emmet particularly?
Simula po ako sa church. Sa dati naming church, very strong ang Sunday school ministry namin. So, syempre, isasali siya doon. Sasabihan namin ng teacher, he has some needs, special needs. Ang pinakamaganda po doon, many of our Sunday school teachers are somehow trained. They knew how to deal with it. Or they would ask us how to deal, especially kapag may tantrums, may certain difficulties po siya. And that was already a big thing for us. This first school we went to, inclusive then, although not as inclusive as we have now with Cornerstone Academy. Pero sobrang naging open, sobrang nag-partner sila sa amin. Hirapan siya sa classroom setting, but we were given a whole lot of accommodations, especially kapag mag-exam, quizzes. The wonderful thing also was when we did homeschooling. Very supportive yung aming homeschool provider. We pursued the Charlotte Mason method, which is primarily reading. Remember, he was really good in reading. We didn't have any problems transitioning to that. So we approached math, for example, through reading, and he loved it.
Okay.
And then he eventually became good at it. So I don't know. The community was so helpful. Our homeschool provider also had a special needs department, which gave us tips. Tapos may mga talks kami na napuntahan. Primarily more for the parents to help us with our struggles. And it was so beautiful ang nangyari. I'm really thankful actually sa lahat na naging teachers po namin. Lahat ng naging administrators ng school, mga kasama namin sa church, pastor po namin, because they always lent us helping hand, listening ears. And then they would always say, oh, I know someone, I probably can refer them to you, maybe they can help you. So our therapy centers were, the first therapy center that we had was a recommendation. So it's just a recommendation. So it's really a healthy community of people who are helping one another.
Ano yung mga biggest achievement ni Emmet today?
Okay. So academically speaking, he has been very good in his studying. Na may time na independent na siya. He would do his studies by himself. Starting last year, high school po siya lang. Simula siya ng grade 7 last year. He knows how to ask already when he encounters challenges. And hindi na yung umiiyak lang siya.
Okay. He's also consistent awardee, tama?
Yes po, oo. Sa simula po ng grade 5 siya.
Wow.
Although ang sinasabi po namin palagi ay okay lang kahit walang award.
Yes.
It's okay for us if we get an award or not. If we get an award, let's celebrate. If we don't get an award, we'll still celebrate. But what we do emphasize is that you'll be a good person. So if there is one award that you will focus on achieving, that would be the character award.
Okay.
If you get the character award, just the character award, we're already happy with that.
Okay.
Because we know that even though we're not there to see you do things, you're still being kind to others in school.
So, kanina nabanggit nyo rin, no, na parang probably he can go and take music sa college. Pero, yun na ba? Ano yung pangarap mo ngayon kay Emmet? Or how do you see Emmet right now?
It is to be in a place, in a career, in a job, position, wherein my skills, most of my skills, if not all, will be used.
Anong mapapayo mo, no, sa mga co-parents, no, na probably in the spectrum or probably in the same diagnosis of Emmet, or dun sa suspected pa lang nila yung mga children nila, na probably there's something different.
We've been there. And you have this wonderful community who can be with you. Hindi po kayo nag-iisa. Yan po yung isang lesson na natutunan po namin early on. Accessibility options are everywhere. There are so many resources everywhere. And you can take this as a challenge to learn, go beyond yourselves. But the thing that made it really different for us was we had a strong foundation of faith. And this community of faith. I'm not so sure what your situation is right now. But we were able to look forward to take things in a different way. Non-technical, not even sequential. Dahil meron po kaming pananampalataya sa Panginoon. I suppose it is the inner faith and the strong hope that we have in God that helped us to move on. Everything fit eh. Marami kaming natanggap na biyaya na hindi namin alam saan galing, hindi namin sigurado bakit deserving ba kami sa ganito. Pero alam namin na provision ito, biyaya ito ng Panginoon na pinagkakatiwalaan natin. I hope that you will come to realize that also. I'm not here to be preachy. Here to share that there is a God. And this is the God who has given us this particular son. Just so you know, he was born 2 days before my birthday. Parang si Brother Ricky, born on his birthday. And it was the best birthday gift that I could get. He was simply not just a son. He was someone who brought me closer to the God who calls me his son. And I hope that will become a reality for you too.
Sa pagtatapos ng episode na ito, ipinapaalala sa atin ng kwento ni Pastor Butch at ng kanyang anak na ang isang diagnosis ay hindi kailanman sukatan ng kakayahan o magiging kinabukasan ng isang bata. Ang Social Pragmatic Communication Disorder ay nagdala sa kanilang pamilya ng maraming pagsubok. Hindi naging madali ang bawat araw, may mga pagkakataong kailangan ng mas mahabang pasensya, mas malalim na pag-unawa, at mas matibay na pananalig. Ngunit sa kabila ng lahat, hindi sila sumuko. Sa pamamagitan ng tuloy-tuloy na suporta, paggabay, pagsisikap, pananampalataya, at pagmamahal ng pamilya, unti-unting nahubog ang isang bata ngayon ay patuloy na umaabot sa kanyang mga pangarap at kinikilalang achiever. Ang kanyang kwento ay patunay na may sariling panahon at paraan ng pag-unlad ang bawat bata kapag sinamahan natin sila ng pagtanggap at pagmamahal.
Support a cause. Wear a purpose. Buy your PWD and autism support shirt from Ascend Lifestyle PH on Lazada and TikTok. Search Ascend Lifestyle PH and follow us on Facebook and Instagram for updates. Satisfy your cravings at Mr. Donut Litex branch. Relax with coffee at Collab Cafe Capitolio, Pasig. And feel beautiful with Kaganda Spa in Concepcion, Tarlac. Go Beyond Travel Services Company, our trusted partner travel agency, to help you plan your journey with ease and confidence. From booking to travel arrangements, they are here to make every trip memorable. Like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Unbreakable Asian for more PWD features.